Is there sound? I don't know. It's so stupid. I tried to connect the microphone. So somebody tell me. Is there a sound now? Yeah. No. No. Yes. 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 Thank goodness. And I'm sitting here like, oh, welcome here. I'm so happy to see you. It's getting regular now every Sunday. And then you're telling me there is no no sound. I knew something must go wrong because I was surprised how I set up perfectly. And yeah, no way anything can be perfect with my live streaming. Okay, now we have sound and we have a new book to read. Today we start reading Russian folk tales. It's not that we're going to read this whole thing. We start with two super popular and super short ones. Every Russian kid 100% knows this. So if you are on my Telegram chat, there is the PDF pinned, so be sure to grab it. Oh, how do I actually go to OBS and switch my screen? Yeah. Русские народные сказки literally means Russian folk fairy tales. I would say fairy tales because the word tale is more like История, but сказка specifically means fairy tale. So Russian folk fairy tale. Okay, so I think we can begin. I'll be reading the chat for on my phone. Okay. Yeah. How I get on your Telegram? You can get there by looking up Real Russian Club on Telegram or just go in t.me/Real Russian Club in one word. Okay. So let me open the separate window and switch it. So the first fairy tale is called Repka. Repka comes from the word repa. It means turnip. It's that vegetable turnip. Tom, спасибо. Thank you very much, Tom, for your support. Thank you. So this is, we have a cartoon about this. We have all kinds of things. It's in every children's book and super funny. So let's start. Literally means little turnip. Репка. Посадил дед репку и говорит: расти, расти, репка сладка. Расти, расти, репка крепка. Okay, so посадил. Сажать means to plant something. So he took a little seed and he planted it into the soil, into the ground. We have the verb сажать or садить, and with this prefix посадить, it kind of completed the process, the sense of completion. Посадить. So he planted it, he finished his activity. Посадил, past tense. Дед means old man. Дед is like дедушка. You probably know the word дедушка as a grandpa. But the old man can be дед. So this дед посадил репку. Репку is a turnip in accusative case. You see, the name of the story is Репка. In accusative case, we change the ending to U. Посадил дед репку. Репку. Because it's the object of his action. Yeah, so he planted it. Accusative case. И говорит. Говорит. Then we have imperative mood. Grow, grow. So kind of he asks that turnip, I'm sorry, turnip to grow. Расти. Расти, репка, крепка. Крепка is the short form of an adjective. Крепкая and сладкая. Сладка and крепка. Сладкая means sweet. So this turnip grows sweet. Расти сладка. And like tight, solid, крепкий, крепка. So he's asking his turnip to grow sweet and massive. Okay. Выросла репка, сладка, крепка, большая, прибольшая. So выросла means it grew. It finished growing. Again, you see, the ongoing process. For example, like a child is growing and growing and growing, or a tree is growing and growing and growing. We would say расти, расти. Ребенок растет, дерево растет. If we add this вы prefix, it would become the completion. Выросла. So it grew, it's not gonna grow more. It's enough. It got its proper size. Выросла. Выросла. So, just as he asked, this turnip grew sweet and крепкий. Крепкий. Крепкий, it's something hard to break. Something really hard to break. Something, like, yeah, not sure the English equivalent of that. It's like the opposite of soft. Not hard, but kind of in terms of a vegetable, when it's like, good vegetable. And большая, пребольшая. Big, big. Большая, пребольшая. So it's very big, very big. Maybe with other words. For example, very sad. Грустный, прегрустный. Or a lot of something. Много, премного. So this prefix пре adds this meaning of increasing something. Adds this meaning of very. Большая, пребольшая means very big, very big. Solid, rigid, strong. People are sturdy, suggesting in the chat. I don't know. What do you say about kind of... I don't know. Крепкий. Some nice vegetable. Some cool vegetable. Пошел дед репку рвать. Рвать. So the old man went to take the turnip out of the ground. Рвать, this verb, рвать, it has several meanings. It can be to tear something apart, like tear apart a piece of paper. Рвать бумагу, рвать. But also, we use it with plants. For example, if you are collecting flowers somewhere in the garden, we would say рвать цветы, when you're literally like tearing the flower out from the ground. Рвать. So here, рвать means he's gonna take the turnip and pull it out of the soil. Рвать. Рвать. So the old man went to take that turnip. Тянет, потянет, вытянуть не может. Тянет, потянет, вытянуть не может. This is very popular phrase. Тянуть means to drag, to pull. So he's pulling, and can't pull it out. Тянет, потянет. Потянет, again, this prefix makes this kind of so he pulls and keeps pulling, but can't pull out. Тянет, потянет, вытянуть не может. Вытянуть не может. You see, again, different prefixes and different meaning. For example, this вы prefix, it has this meaning of kind of finishing. Remember, вырасти, to finish growing, and here вытянуть, to finish pulling. So this вы very often means the completion of some movement. So this phrase is going to repeat every single time. Тянет, потянет, вытянуть не может. So let's try. People are saying I froze. Is it correct? If I freeze on your screen, it means that probably you need to refresh kind of your browser. Yeah, Mike suggests the verb выучить. That's true. So you see, like выучить поэму, when you're learning some long poem by heart and you're finishing learning it. Выучить. Or выучить русский язык, to finish learning the Russian language, which is obviously not possible at all. Even I can't say that I learned Russian completely. So, moving to the next page, you see the illustrations. By the way, I hope you admire those Russian peasant traditional outfit. You see those cute wooden shoes are called lapti. They're not wooden. They are made out of that kind of wood skin. How do you call, like, you can peel the tree and it has this, I used to know this word in English, but unfortunately now I forgot it. Slavic people used to write on that too, from the birch tree, like the skin of birch tree. I'm not sure. So yeah, lapti. Okay, we continue. Позвал дед бабку. You probably know the word бабушка. Everybody knows the word бабушка, right? Позвал бабушку. Бабка is this word for like an old woman, but it's very informal. Babka. So if you use it to a random woman, it will be super rude. But between old people who have been married forever, for like 50 years, they can call each other ded, babka. In this case, it's not rude. So he called for an old woman, for his old woman wife. And again, pay attention to the word order. So normally in English you would say the old man called an old woman. In Russian it can be random. For example, here we have verb at the first place. Позвал, called. Позвал. Дед бабку, accusative case again. Remember, after certain verbs which kind of suggest the direct object, we use accusative case. So to call, you are calling somebody, right? You're calling somebody. So this somebody will be in accusative case, бабку. Oh, the next one is super popular too, and children usually laugh and like to repeat it. So, бабка за детку, детка за репку. Тянут, потянут, вытянуть не могут. Here we skipped the verb, so I guess they mean that an old woman is holding the old man, so she grabbed the old man. За детку. Детка is the old man, just бабка и детка. Дед и баба. So she's holding him, He is holding the turnip. They drag and pull and can't pull it out again. So you see this phrase again. Тянут, потянут, вытянуть не могут. Не могут. Okay, time to ask for more help. Позвала бабка внучку. Внучку. Внучка is a granddaughter. A grandson would be внук. Внук. But here it's a girl, внучка. So the old woman called for her granddaughter. Позвала, the verb. Бабка, old woman. Внучку. Внучку, again in accusative case. Direct object here. So the old woman is calling who? We use accusative case. Внучка за бабку. Бабка за детку. Детка за репку. Тянут, потянут. Вытянуть не могут. Okay, we repeat this again. So you see it's going on and on and on, and children love this stuff. So now granddaughter grabs her grandmother. The grandmother grabs her husband, the old man. The old man grabs the turnip, and all together they try to pull. Тянут, потянут. Вытянуть не могут. This turnip is obviously too large. A lot of questions about the ending "u" with детку, репку, внучку, бабку. This "за" is confusing here for you because this can mean behind. For example, I have a cup, кружка, я за кружкой. I am behind the mug. In this situation, when something is behind something else, we would use instrumental case. За кружкой. If my grandfather would have stayed in front of me, I would have said за дедкой, за бабкой. It would have been instrumental case. Here, again, they skipped the verb. I think this verb is supposed to be держаться, to hold. And to hold, like to be grabbing something, to be, in Russian we use it sometimes, not always, but in some situation we can use this za preposition. For example, if there is some holder here and I would be just kind of going and holding this holder, I would say я держусь за ручку. I'm holding on this holder. Я держусь за ручку. So same here. Внучка, granddaughter, is holding on her grandmother, but they just dropped the verb out and left just three words. So за детку. So here we use accusative case. So держаться за something in accusative. За ручку, за голову. By the way, very common expression. Хвататься за голову. Like, oh, what have we done? Схватиться за голову. Голова, head would be in accusative case as well. So when you're holding something, that's why it's in accusative ending here. Okay, moving on. So even three of them, they can't take it out of the ground, can't pull it out. Тянут, потянут, вытянуть не могут. Позвала внучка жучку. Жучка. Жучка is their dog's name. On the next picture, you will see the next illustration. So the granddaughter called for the dog. Жучка, it's her name, the dog's name, Жучка. Позвала внучка жучку. And we go all over again. Жучка за внучку. Внучка за бабку. Бабка за детку. Детка за репку. Тянут, потянут, Вытянуть не могут. So again, the dog is holding the granddaughter. The granddaughter is holding grandmother. Grandmother is holding an old man. They pulling and pulling and can't pull it. Can't pull it out of the ground. So this turnip is pretty stubborn, as you can see. So the hope goes on the cat. Позвала жучка кошку. Кошку. You hopefully know the word кошка. Кот, male cat. Кошка, female cat. So the dog calls for a cat. Позвала жучка кошку. And we go all over again. Кошка за жучку. Жучка за внучку. Внучка за бабку. Бабка за детку. Детка за репку. Тянут, потянут, вытянуть не могут. And the last hero of this tale, a little mouse. Little mouse. Позвала кошка мышку. Мышку. Позвала кошка мышку. And finally, мышка за кошку. Кошка за жучку. Жучка за внучку. Внучка за бабку, бабка за детку, детка за репку, тянут, потянут и вытянули репку. So all together they pulled and they did it. So they pulled this turnip out of the ground. Let me read it normal speed, since it's very short, how it's supposed to sound when I read to my Russian son. Russian kids love this stuff because of the speed, because of the repetition. It's for very small children. So, репка. Посадил дед репку и говорит: расти, расти, репка сладка, расти, расти, репка крепка. Выросла репка сладка, крепка, большая-пребольшая. Пошел дед репку рвать. Тянет, потянет, вытянуть не может. Позвал дед бабку. Бабка за детку, детка за репку. Тянут, потянут, вытянуть не могут. Позвала бабка внучку. Внучка за бабку, бабка за детку, детка за репку. Тянут, потянут, вытянуть не могут. Позвала внучка жучку. Жучка за внучку, внучка за бабку, бабка за детку, детка за репку. Тянут, потянут, вытянуть не могут. Позвала жучка кошку. Кошка за жучку, жучка за внучку, внучка за бабку, бабка за детку, детка за репку. Тянут, потянут, вытянуть не могут. Позвала кошка мышку. Мышка за кошку, кошка за жучку, жучка за внучку, внучка за бабку, бабка за детку, детка за репку. Тянут, потянут и вытянули репку. So that's how it's supposed to sound, because a lot of words are kind of sounding good together. Кошка, мышка, жучка, внучка, бабка, детка. Of course, it's done on purpose. So Russian kids love this stuff, and we use it as little theater plays in kindergartens. So children are dressed as an old man, old woman, dog, cat, mouse. There is some paper-made turnip, and they all kind of play it. It's really cool. A lot of fun for children. So this, the moral is like teamwork. Teamwork is good. Teamwork is good. Work together to get a result. And today we also have the second fairy tale. It's pretty short, but this is insanely popular for generations. This specific version it's just so weird. I'm not sure what's going on. So I will tell you the plot so you are prepared for reading. There is some inhabited little house in the woods somewhere. So animals, one by one, come to this thing and ask like, hey, who is living in this little house? And they answer like, I'm living here, let's go live with me. So they all join, and at the end, the gigantic bear comes and tries to squeeze there, and they tell him like, no, go away, you're too big, you will ruin everything. But he's like, no, I'll fit on the roof. So he sits on the roof, destroys it, and in the most popular version, they again unite all together, they combine all their efforts, and they build the good, large, nice house so everybody can live in it. So I think, now that I think of it, that this is more like a Soviet version of it. Soviet version. Michael, thank you so much for becoming a sponsor. Спасибо. Sponsor of this Real Russian Club channel. Thanks. So I think this sounds like a Soviet Union moral to me. Like, you destroyed something, don't blame the bear who destroyed everything, just unite, combine your forces, and solve the problem. Sounds like the Soviet communist moral to me. I think here we have the original form, because in here there is no happy ending. So the bear comes and just destroys stuff. And this is a very old fairy tale. It comes from the times where in Russia we basically had somewhat slavery, when peasants were completely belonging to their masters. And the bear here, everyone is dressed in peasant dresses, and only the bear is dressed as this noble boyar man. So the moral here would probably be that all the peasants are trying to live quietly, and at the end of the day, the super rich guy just comes and destroys everything without any explanation at all. So this is more like a pre-revolutionary moral. So let's try to read. Today we have, in this one, we have a lot of interesting vocabulary in terms of animals. So this is called Teremok. Teremok – это маленький дом, little house, Teremok. Okay, here this pot is their house. I guess the original form, it's the pot. Ехал мужик с горшками и потерял один горшок. Ехал мужик. Мужик, you probably know the word мужчина. Мужчина и женщина, right? Man and woman. Мужчина. Мужчина. Мужик is more like a man, peasant man. Peasant man. Mujik. Mujik. So that's some simple folk style man. Mujik. He's the popular character in Russian fairy tales. So mujik с горшками. So this man, this peasant, was going and carrying pots, those clay pots, and he lost one pot. Потерял один горшок. Потерял, lost. Потерял один горшок. Прилетела муха-горюха и спрашивает. So, a fly, горюха is... So, all the names here, they are like having those rhymes together with their names, like зайчик, побегайчик, лисичка, сестричка, муха. Usually it's цокотуха, but originally it's горюха. Mucha is a fly, so this горюха is more like just funny name. Муха, горюха, so she flew here and she is asking, спрашивает. To ask means спрашивать. So она спрашивает. Чей домок теремок? Кто в тереме живет? So, дом, терем, теремок. Дом and терем, they are basically the same thing. Terem is that old Russian style of architecture. So it's usually made of those gigantic round logs made of wood, terem. So if you can imagine the traditional Russian peasant house, it is called terem. And teremok means the small one. So she sees, it's a fly. You see on the picture, it's a fly on the right in her skirt. So she sees this pot and it looks like house to her. Then she's asking, whose this little house is? Чей домок теремок? Чей домок теремок? Кто в тереме живет? Кто в тереме? Here we have prepositional case. Remember, в терем and the ending е. В тереме. Here we indicate location, means inside this house. В тереме. Кто в тереме живет? Who lives in this house? Видит, никого нет. So she sees, nobody's there. No one. Видит, kind of looks and sees, no one's there. Никого нет. Она залетела в горшок и стала там жить-поживать. So she flew inside the pot. Залетела. Залететь, this prefix za, it adds this definition of getting into somewhere. For example, зайти в дом. It means to walk into the house. Or запрыгнуть на стол. Jump onto the table. So somewhere, moving somewhere. Here she flew into this pot. Залетела в горшок. And she started to live there happily. Жить, поживать. This is an interesting, very common for fairy tales, for folk tales construction. Жить, to live, and поживать. They always go together in fairy tales and folk tales. Жить, поживать, to live happily, not knowing any troubles. Жить, поживать. And usually we also add добра наживать and assemble kind of good stuff. Жить, поживать, добра наживать. Прилетел комар-пискун и спрашивает. The mosquito, mosquito, piskun, it's someone who makes this annoying sound. What's the sound that mosquitoes make? Like, yeah, you probably know this sound, right? So, piskun, we have this verb, пищать, to make this sound. When somebody has a very high-pitched voice, like, you would say, stop, хватит пищать. No, buzz is like bzz. It can be pretty low. Bzz. Пищать is this sound, like high-pitched. Пищать. So that's the name of this mosquito, комар пискун. So he flew and he's asking. Он спрашивает. Again, we're gonna repeat the same phrase again and again with every single animal. So it's good repetition. So, чей домок теремок? Кто в тереме живет? Who's this house? Who lives in this house? Кто живет? And the fly answers, я, муха-горюха. А ты кто? So me, the fly, and who are you? Я муха-горюха, а ты кто? Я комар-пискун. I am this squeaky, annoying mosquito that everybody hates. Я комар-пискун. I'm the mosquito. Then she says, come live with me. Ступай ко мне жить. This is a kind of an old school Russian. Ступай is a very old-fashioned word for imperative mood to go. Kind of, let's go, come on, live with me. Ступай. Ступай literally means go, иди, иди. Today we would say иди or пошли. In fairy tales and folk tales, you will meet ступай. If you've heard the tale of the golden fish who grants you 3 wishes, she would always say to that old man, «Ступай себе, старче». So I think actually we should read that one in the end, like some next readings. It's a very good fairy tale by Pushkin. Okay, so let's go live with me. Ступай ко мне жить. Вот они стали жить вдвоем. And so they started to live together, like 2 of them. 2 of them. Вдвоем means 2. Прибежала мышка-погрызуха и спрашивает. So, прибежала, another verb of motion. You see, it's great to practice verbs of motion here because we have to fly and we have to run and all those kinds of movement verbs. So they were flying and the mouse is running, of course. So she ran to them. Прибежала мышка-погрызуха. Again, this funny word comes from the verb грызть. Kind of, you know, mice have this kind of eating, gnawing, G-N-A-W, kind of doing stuff. Грызть. In Russian, we say грызть погрызуха. Погрызуха. So the mouse is asking, whose house is that? Who's living here? Чей домок теремок? Кто в тереме живет? Who's living here? And they're going to repeat again. Я муха-горюха. Я комар-пескун. А ты кто? Я мышка-погрызуха. And again, come live with us. Ступай к нам жить. Okay. Стали они жить втроем. And they started to live like in 3, all 3 of them together. Втроем. So we had 2 вдвоем, we have 3 of them втроем. Прискакала лягушка, квакушка. Greg, thank you. Спасибо. Thank you so much for your support. Прискакала means jumped. Again, this prefix при, it means the direction of the movement. So they're approaching somewhere. Matt, thank you. What's going on today? So many people are supporting me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Спасибо. Спасибо большое. So this при means they're coming to you. Прилететь, прибежать, прискакать. So they're all coming to that house. Прискакала means she jumped. Frog, лягушка. Лягушка, you see that creepy, happy frog in the background behind the mouse. Лягушка. Квакушка. Квакать. Quackать is the verb for frogs, how they speak. I think in English you use, what's the sound? I know that it's not kva. What's the noise that frogs make in English? In Russian we say kva for frogs. I think in English you use it for ducks. Like quack, quack. In Russian, it's for frogs. And we have a verb, kvakать. Yeah, like ribbit, some different stuff. In Russian, it would be kva. That's why her name is Kvakushka. Лягушка, квакушка, rhyming together. Лягушка, квакушка. So she jumped there and she's asking. Again, guess what she's asking? Who is this house who's living in? Чей теремок? Кто в тереме живет? And all over again. Я муха-горюха, я комар-пескун, я мышка-погрызуха, а ты кто? Я лягушка-квакушка. Ступай к нам жить. Let's go live together. And they started living together in four people, four animals. Стали они жить вчетвером, четыре, four. Бежит зайчик, и спрашивает. So here we have this verb without prefix. So the hare, the rabbit, is running. Actually, it's a hare. In Russia, rabbits are not popular at all in folk tales. I think it's more Western stuff. We don't have rabbits for Easter. We don't have rabbits in our cartoons or in our folk tales. No, in Russia, it's always hare. And there are two different animals. If somebody didn't know, rabbit and hare, they're different animals. And look them up. Hares are so ugly compared to rabbits. They are not cute and adorable at all. They are really weird animals. So, zаяц, or like nice way, is зайчик. This is one of the most popular characters in Russian folk tales. Зайчик. So, he's running. Бежит зайчик. And he's asking. И спрашивает. Чей домок теремок? Кто в тереме живет? And we go all over again. Я муха-горюха. Я комар-пескун, я мышка-погрызуха, я лягушка-квакушка, а ты кто? Oh, thank you so much, Fenwick, for your support. Спасибо, thank you so much. The next one is so stupid. Usually it's nice way is зайчик-побегайчик or зайчик-попрыгайчик. It's like little hare the jumper, little hare the runner, the cute way of saying it. And here, for some reason, we have заюнок, кривонок. And it is just so stupid. Кривонок means somebody with messed up legs, whose legs are kind of really distorted. I don't know how to say it. So for some reason, this cheerful hare is calling himself Заюнок Кривонок, по горке скок. So, and I am a hare with crooked legs who jumps on hills. That's how he addresses himself. I've never heard it before anywhere. It's just... А я заюнок кривонок, по горке скок. Скок means jump. It's the synonym of jumping. Прыжок, скок. I think we had it on the previous one about лягушка. Лягушка прискакала. Скакать, скок. It's kind of all together, jumping. Okay. Скок. And again, ступай к нам жить. Let's go live together. Ступай к нам жить. And they started to live, 5 of them together. Стали они жить впятером. 5, впятером. Бежала мимо лиса. И спрашивает. So, лиса. Oh, Neil, thank you so much for your support. Спасибо. Thank you. Neil must be from Canada. Спасибо большое. So, лиса. Лиса, normally the fox. In Russian folk tales, it's usually a villain. So it's really cunning, really trying to trick everybody around her. Lisa, fox. Here, she's okay, she's fine. So fox is asking the same. Чей домок теремок? Кто в тереме живет? Я муха-горюха, я комар-пескун, я мышка-погрызуха, я лягушка-квакушка, я заюнок-кривонок по горке. Just so stupid. Заюнок-кривонок по горке скок. А ты кто? А я лиса, при беседе краса. Again, this must be something from the 19th century, because normally the fox in fairy tales answers, I'm a fox, your little sister fox. Лисичка, сестричка. Лисичка, сестричка, like сестра, sister. And the cute way of saying it would be сестричка. So little fox, little sister. Лисичка, сестричка. Here she says, I am a fox, someone to be beautiful to talk to. It's like really strange. При беседе literally means during the conversation. Beautiful. Weird. При беседе краса. So whatever, let's just leave it alone. And again, come on, live with us. Ступай к нам жить. And this picture is ridiculous. Why would a fox and a wolf and this distorted poor hair want to live in some broken clay pot? I don't understand. So yeah, they are living all together, 6. Вшестером. All 6 of them. Вшестером. Прибежал волк. Wolf has run into them. So again, you see with this prefix прибежал волк. He ran. Чей домок Теремок? Кто в тереме живет? Whose house is this? Who lives in this house? Чей домок Теремок? And here this bear is coming, who's going to destroy poor peasants' lives. Я муха-горюха, я комар-пескун, я мышка-погрызуха, я лягушка-квакушка, я заюнок-кривонок, по горке скок, я лиса при беседе краса. А ты кто? Oh my goodness, I don't know what's wrong with this version of the fairy tale. Usually the wolf in any Russian folk tale would answer, I am the wolf, the gray kind of side, or like the gray back, gray side, meaning he's like a gray wolf. Волчок, серый бачок. Серый бачок. Here he says, я волк, волчище, из-за куста хватыш. I think it must be only funny to Russian people because it's just the stupid playing with words. It's just really weird. For foreigners, it's not funny at all. So he says, I'm a wolf, like a big wolf. Волк, волчище. The suffix ish adds this meaning of something big. For example, microphone, микрофон, микрофонище. If I add suffix ish, it makes this meaning like микрофонище, some big solid thing. Or кружка, кружище, meaning large mug. So here is wolf. He says big wolf, волк, волчище, somebody who grabs you from behind a bush. Из-за куста хватыш. It's really, I've never heard of before, some really old version of this fairy tale. Okay, из-за куста хватыш, so some wolf that grabs you from behind the bush in the forest. And of course, they're welcoming. Let's go, come live with us. I'm especially surprised that Hare is not worried, inviting Wolf to live together. Normally, they are like enemies all the time, and wolves are hunting. Since somebody is bringing Nu Pogodi, it's a very popular Soviet cartoon about wolf and hare, kind of wolf. It's like Tom and Jerry Soviet version with wolf and hare. Okay, they started to live 7. Вот живут они 7, все вместе, и горя мало. Again, it's this folk Russian, kind of folk. It's a very old way of expressing yourself. So, вот живут они 7. 7 means 7, but when we speak about some animated objects like people, animals, someone alive. So usually we say it for people, семеро instead of семь. For example, it would be 7 книг, 7 books, but about like 7 friends, for example, we can say семеро друзей. Oh, I see some Alex Kroll. Hopefully it's a Russian person who speaks Russian, because I can't be the only one who finds it funny. Заюнок кривонок по горке скок, волк волчище из-за куста хватыш. I don't know, it's ridiculous. Okay, so there live in 7 of them, семеро, все вместе. И горя мало. Горе means sorrow, something bitter, something bad. Горе, something traumatic. Горе, something very, very bad. So, горя мало. Kind of little of bitterness, but it means actually altogether, it means that they're living happily. They're living happily. Горя мало. And finally, the climax is coming. Пришел медведь. The bear has come. And again, practicing verbs of motion. Because remember, we had прибежать, to run there, to fly, прилететь, to jump, прискакать, and the bear is big, so he's probably walking slowly. Прилететь, прибежать, прийти, пришел, so he walked. Пришел медведь и стучится, knocking, knock, knock, knock. In Russian we have the verb стучать or стучаться. Стучиться, тук-тук-тук, стучиться. Чей домок теремок? Кто в тереме живет? Я муха-горюха, я комар-пескун, я мышка-погрызуха, я лягушка-квакушка, я заюнок-кривонок по горке скок, я лиса при беседе краса, я волк-волчище из-за куста хватыш. А ты кто? А я вам всем пригнетыш. Oh my God. I don't know how even to translate it. So this bear is like, and I am the one who kind of just sits on all of you. Пригнет, in old Russian thing, it's something heavy that you put on something else, kind of some weight you put on. It can be the gigantic stone, or it can be the little barrel with something heavy. So you put it, for example, when Russian women were making cabbage, the salted cabbage, I think now it's called like pickled cabbage or something. So you do it like that and you put it in a big barrel and you need to put really heavy stuff on it. So it's kind of just squeezed it there. So that's what he's saying. The bear is saying that he's that heavy weight you put on top of everything. So he sits on this pot and smashes it, kind of yeah, it just runs away. So, сел медведь на горшок. The bear sat on the pot. Горшок раздавил, meaning kind of squash. I think раздавить means squash, but in the way of like he broke it in pieces. He sat and раздавил. И всех зверей распугал. And he scared all the animals away. So we're gonna... Yeah, this is, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense at all. And here again, that's the ending. And again, I think this is the pre-Soviet style, pre-Soviet version, because again, in the communist version, the bear destroys the house, but all together they say like, no big deal, let's fix what you have done. And the bear carries the gigantic logs, they fix this and they make a really nice big house so they can live all together, even together with this bear. But the pre-Soviet version, I think this richly dressed man just destroys poor peasants and they can't do anything about it. Yeah, so this is the fairy tale. Let me quickly go to OBS. Actually, I want to give me a second. I'm not sure if I can share my screen with you. I would like to show you a little clip from this ending I'm talking about. So this is a very popular cartoon too. I'll try to share it. I think I cannot share a lot of it because of copyright, but I just want you to show the ending I'm talking about, like the normal one. Where is he sitting on it? Oh, I love this frog. Let me try to show it to you. Wait a second. Yeah. I'm just not sure if I can share. It's on YouTube. If I can share the same kind of. I am on YouTube already. So let's try window capture and let's try. Yeah, I'll do it in a second. Let's try browser. I'll try to share URL. Yeah, give me a second. I really want to share this with you somehow. Oh, no, wait. Whoa. No, wait, what's going on? Not sure. Do you even see it? I'm not sure what's happening and why the music is playing. I don't understand. Okay. I think I can't share it at the same time together with my screen. So yeah, I guess you'll have to look it up yourself. Teremok. Let me type it in the chat. Because yeah, it just freezes, and I guess it's because I'm live on YouTube. It's kind of not happy about me sharing this stuff. Or maybe I can try and share, because I really want to share it with you, since we are kind of finishing early today. Let me try to find it. So in general, how was it? Since I'm a little bit how was it? Was it too difficult today? Or was it okay, more or less? Light Safari. Let's try it like this. Do you see the... Oh, wait a second, I'll do it like that. Do you see the screen now? Let me check. I'm not sure. I think you're seeing a black screen. Oh yeah, there's the bear. So let's try. You see the bear is destroying the stuff. I don't want to kind of show the video because YouTube will get mad at me. I'll just show you the pictures real quick and we see the ending. So you see here, this is the Teremok, the house, and it's definitely not the pot, definitely not the wooden clay, right? Oh, clay. What's going on? Like pot made of clay. Teremok. This is the wooden house, so that is Teremok. That's how it's supposed to look. And then we have this mucha. Then we have mysh. Where is mysh? Mysh. Where is mysh? I don't understand. I'm trying to... Okay, so here is the mouse. Mysh. И муха. So they live together, mysh. Then we have this квакушка, лягушка. Remember? Лягушка has come. Definitely better than definitely better than some clay pot where they all try to squeeze in. So yeah, if you want to look it up yourself, just look up Teremok. It's called Teremok. And the first one was called Repka. I'm sure you'll be able to find a cartoon for that as well, because it's very popular. And I guess that's it. Not so long today, and next week we will read more Russian folk tales, because I think it's educational in terms of cultural side of it. So we're not just doing the language, you also learn things that Russian children learn, that characters that we learn, and those stories that we learn as children. So this kind of will make you closer to Russian culture in general, way better than just learning the language itself. So thank you very much, Travis. Thank you so much for your support. Спасибо. Спасибо большое. Большое, пре-большое. Remember, when we add prefix pre, it makes it big. So if I say большое, пре-большое спасибо, it means big, big thank you for your support. I truly appreciate it. Спасибо. Okay, any questions? Any questions before we go separate ways from here? I'm really glad you like my lessons, and I like them too. Really like them. So hopefully every Sunday we have a lot of folk tales left. So I hope to see you next time. At the same time, it's 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I think in Europe it's about morning. Oh my goodness, Ronnie, you are crazy. It's so much money. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good Lord. Спасибо. Спасибо. Thank you. How was the title? The title, let me type it in Russian. Teremok. Teremok. You can look it up and watch it. What do you know about Catherine the Great? I know everything about Catherine the Great. I am a historian. So don't ask. It will take hours and hours to speak about Catherine the Great. What I know that you must know, that the latest series they showed somewhere on HBO or on Netflix, I don't remember, is terrible. And there is zero historical accuracy there. So don't even waste your time. If you decided to watch that miniseries, it was terrible. It has nothing to do with Russian history at all. Okay. Guys, thank you again very much for everything you do for me. I truly, truly appreciate it. And today I have finally recorded the lesson 21 for this From Zero to Fluency series. You have been asking for a long time. So hopefully tomorrow, finally, it's coming tomorrow, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So don't miss the next lesson. And for readings, I see you next Sunday, same time, and hopefully everything will go smoothly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I see there are no questions. So thank you so much. Большое, большое спасибо. И увидимся в воскресенье. See you next Sunday. Пока-пока.